You know that saying that a woman will leave a man who bought her a car for the one who fixed a flat tire for her? Well, here is a perfect scenario for that.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Gwen, please?
This is she.
Hey, Gwen, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, you're what?
Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show. We're calling you because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Who?
It's a guy that you went out on a date with. You met him off of Tinder.
That narrows it down.
Well, I'm going to really narrow it down for you right now because he was the dude that was beat up by a homeless guy. If that doesn't narrow it down for you, then we really need to do like a whole other thing with you, Gwen.
Oh, yeah, no, I know who you're talking about.
It would be amazing if she said which one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was Lewis.
Yes. So Lewis is wondering why you just left him after he got beat up by the homeless dude.
Oh,
I'm not going to lie. It sounds, from his side of the story, pretty cold-hearted.
no, I know it does not look good. I mean, it was a crazy night, and I didn't really know how to tell him what had happened, so I just figured that, like, ghosting him would actually be the more polite thing.
Really? You know how to tell him what happened?
Yeah, and more polite than leaving him on a sidewalk.
Well, I mean, like, he was fine. I mean, we were in a pretty safe area, and like,
It's cool. The neighborhood was good.
Good street. I mean, he was coming. I mean, like, he was coming too. I mean, like, it's just really hard to go. It's just really complicated.
Well, how is it complicated? Because from his side of things, it doesn't sound that complicated at all. It sounds like he just got knocked out and then you ditched him and won't go out with him again.
Well, I mean, there's more than that, and it doesn't really get much better for him. So I didn't really want to, like, I don't know. I just didn't want to, like, hurt his feelings or whatever.
You know, when he was telling us about your date, I thought maybe that you took off because you didn't feel like he could protect you in a situation like that.
I mean, I really hadn't, like, thought about it like that. That didn't really occur to me, no.
Was he, okay, a lot of times people will leave details out. Was he, like, being a jerk to the homeless dude? He says the homeless guy just attacked.
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
Like, I mean, he was drinking, but, like, I mean, both of us were. I mean, okay. All right. So, I mean, like, we were just outside the bar. We were just joking around, like, play fighting, play arguing or whatever. And I guess this guy thought we were really, like, fighting and that, like, he was really upset with me or that he was really, like, trying to get in my face or whatever. So this guy comes up and he confronts Lewis, you know, just stern, like, why are you getting up in this woman's face? And, like, so Lewis got really defensive and he got really upset and he got back in the guy's face. And the guy, like, knocked him out for, like, getting up all on him. So, I mean, it took, like, one swing and he was out.
Okay, you don't need to say that. That's, like, you know, you're just rubbing it in Lewis's face right now. You know?
I mean, like, the guy was a big guy. So
what made you change your mind about Lewis? Because up till now...
Well, okay, so, like, he's laid out and I was freaking out. I was, like, about to go into the bartender and, like, call the cops because this guy, like, swung at him. And then the guy stopped me. He was like, no. I mean, like, the guy told me that he wasn't, like, a homeless guy. He wasn't a guy at the, like, he was an undercover cop. And I was like, oh, bullshit. And I kept going, like, I'm going to go over to the bartender. And then he showed me his badge.
Okay.
And the guy was a legitimate, like, police officer, and he really thought he was protecting me.
Oh, wow.
So I was really freaking out, and he felt so bad. And he was just like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. I thought that the guy was, like, getting in your face, and I've seen this before, and I really didn't want something bad to happen to you. You look like a really nice girl. And so he apologized so much, and he ended up being, like, a really, really sweet guy. And he, like, I hate to say it, but, like, when it slowed down and everything, he was a really good-looking guy, and he had a really nice body.
My gosh.
No.
You were attracted to the homeless guy that punched out your date.
The homeless guy that was an undercover cop, I mean, or is an undercover cop.
You want to clarify that? Wait a second. He wasn't just a homeless guy.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, he was just really sweet, and I was, like, shaking, and I was upset, and he just, like, stayed with me, and, you know, he asked me if I wanted to go grab something to eat, like, around there because I was so upset. And
jerk! I hate this.
Dude, wait. So you went out on another date with the guy that punched out your date?
Oh my God.
Well, it wasn't really like a date. He just
No,
wanted
it
to take me
was.
somewhere to grab something to eat, just because I was so shaken up, and just like get some water and.
Wow.
I'm
and
sorry.
Lewis is laying there the whole time, knocked out cold.
So wait, have you gone out on another date with homeless cop guy?
Yes.
Oh man, this is crazy.
I mean, yeah,
I'm
like, we really hit it off, and like, I mean, we've been seeing each other, and yeah, I would officially say that we're a couple.
Oh no.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Oh my god! No wonder
That-
you didn't call him back. I wouldn't call him back either.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sucks for Lewis. I mean, good for you. You got a new homeless undercover cop boyfriend, but Lewis still thinks that he got beat up by a homeless dude and you just took off.
Yeah, I feel really, really bad. I mean, I just couldn't tell him what happened, and I mean, it was so insane how everything worked out, but like, I just couldn't. I didn't want to add insult to injury and tell him what had happened after.
God.
Like,
Yeah. And I hate to add insult to injury here, but Lewis is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
I cannot get over this.
wait, like he called you, or like he's not on the other line right now, right?
Unless somebody else came along and knocked him out. He should be there. Lewis, are you there?
Yeah, I'm on the line.
I don't know what to say.
You kind of said it all, actually. Wow. So what you're saying, Gwen, is that you hooked up with the homeless guy who knocked me out, who was undercover as a cop, and now you're seeing each other.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome.
How could you do that? Like, I get punched out, and then you just leave. I don't understand.
With the guy who punched you.
I mean, you seemed okay. I mean, and he put your jacket under your head and to make sure that you were okay. I mean, it was a really sweet thing he did for you.
Oh, yeah, that's so nice, Lewis. I don't understand why you're upset.
I can't believe this is happening. Gwen, I was unconscious. He punched me unconscious. Like, really?
I mean, he's strong. He probably doesn't even know his own strength, and I mean, he's a cop.
Seriously? Really? You're going to throw that in my face?
Oh man.
I mean, he knew you were okay. I mean, he checked your vital signs and everything, and you seemed okay, like, right before we left to get food.
And that's another thing. You went and got food with this guy while I'm laying there unconscious. Who does that? You're a horrible person.
Oh.
Oh, Lewis.
What? I'm not overreacting.
I don't know.
Okay?
I mean,
was
you.
laying on the sidewalk unconscious.
Okay, yes, that is bad, but you were just looking for a hookup that night. It's not like you're upset that your dream girl's gone.
Well, she doesn't know that. I only told you guys that.
Oh.
Well, she knows that she's a hookup now. Gwen, he was just planning on hooking up with you that night and didn't want more to do with you, so I guess you shouldn't feel too bad.
Well, I mean, he was, my hookup too. I still, feel bad for him, and I don't like how everything played out, and I feel bad about that.
Well, do you feel bad enough to go out with him again? Because I'd love to send you guys on a second date. Would you go out with Lewis one more time? We'll pay for it.
That's sweet and everything, but I like I said, I am kind of seeing someone.
She's in a relationship.
This is unbelievable.
Oh man.
I mean, I know it's strange, and I know it didn't end up the best for you, but I mean, I'm really happy, and things are going really well, and if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have met Kyle that night.
Oh my God.
Kyle, that's the homeless cop's name. All right, awesome.
Well, good for you and good for Kyle. I'm so thrilled for you.
Look at that. You're a matchmaker. You didn't even know it, Lewis.
How
Oh, it
romantic.
is.
Yeah, while I lay unconscious on the ground. I'm such a matchmaker.
Hey, you work in mysterious ways, Lewis. You really do.
Of course, when it comes to dating, a lot of people often leave their options open. But having open options during a date? Well, that's gotta be something. And this goes out to those guys who want to break an arm and a leg in the name of protecting a woman. This is exactly what happens. I mean, she just left him right there, lying on the floor for this other guy she didn't know just because he has a good body. I mean, women will make some really questionable decisions just because of the spur of the moment thing. But if you think about it, this is one of those things with women and bad boys.
Nice guys or bad boys?
Nice guys.
Nice guys.
Bad boys.
Bad boys.
Nice guys to marry, bad boys to date.
Nice guys.
Bad boys with nice manners. We do not want to be your number one priority. Despite what everybody thinks and everybody wants, we want that queen, that princess mentality. The underlying truth is that we like the attention, but we don't want to be your everything. You know what's hot? Is when you put yourself first and you prioritize you. So a lot of the time when women are going more after that bad boy figure, it's because they're not giving them the attention that they want and that they're seeking, making them hard to get. Now, over time, this becomes toxic in the long run. However, there is a really good balance to be had where you don't have to be selfish and but a healthy amount of putting your wants and your needs first, showing us that you have a healthy social life, that you care about the things that you do, that you care about the schedule that you follow. That is really, really hot. At the same time, when you find time for us, that time is much more valued.
Here's the thing. We as women definitely cannot resist the bad boy. Why? Because he comes in with confidence. All right. He comes in saying things. You could tell he has an air of understanding women to a certain extent. He speaks womenese. That's what I call it. He's familiar with women, and you can tell by his demeanor that he's not just talking to you. Okay. He's got a roster, and women like men that are desired by other women. I don't care what a woman says. If a man is desired by other women, he's automatically more attractive. Let's be real. Also, bad boys have the air of being able to protect, like they're going to fight, that they're going to be able to, if something was to go down, they got your back. They're going to be able to make sure that you are safe. There's a sense of safety that a woman feels. And lastly, bad boys are not stunting you, okay? You know they've got other women, and that is what makes them more appealing. They're not tripping on you. If they lose you, they got others.
Say there's a woman in a room with 10 men, and all 10 men are telling her how beautiful she is and how amazing she is, and they're lighting her cigarette and buying her drinks and just treating her like gold. Then, all of a sudden, in walks the 11th man. He takes one look at her and says, "Hey, how you doing?" Turns his back on her and starts talking to his boys. That's the guy she wants to be with, the 11th man. Not any of the 10 men who were treating her well all night, but the one guy who couldn't care less. Why? Because for some reason, women don't want nice. They don't want real. They don't want to be treated well. I mean, not at first, and sometimes not ever. And I think that's crazy. And I refuse to play that game.
The issue is not the women wanting the bad boys, it is women picking the bad boys. Then they want to visit the outcomes of those decisions with everyone else but themselves.
We're not talking about the fact that the only way a woman really becomes a single mother or sole parent is because a father abandons the child. It's not like we're choosing that part. We don't choose that part. A lot of us walk away from abusive, unhealthy situations because we'd rather do it alone than to have to continually go through the abuse of that partner. And in that sense, yes, it's a choice. But again, abusers do not walk around with a sign on their forehead like, "I'm about to fuck you up. I'm about to ruin your life. I'm about to drain all your finances. You gonna be real hooked up after me." And we go, "Oh, can't wait to be with that boo."
We both have the same type of man. Like, we like a nasty fucker.
We like a fucking criminal. Like, straight up someone who is so visibly violent. That is our type.
Like, someone that if we bring them home to our parents or show them to our friends, they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Why do they have gold teeth?"
You should never even have approached that man in the first place. That is someone who will lead you into a violent and tragic death. And Natalie and I
They're gonna kill your dog.
They're gonna kill your dog. They're gonna kill or fuck your dog. And Natalie and I are like, hot, hot, hot.
I'm not comfortable. In fact, I've tried really hard to be attracted to men who treat me well.
It's boring.
It's not only boring, but it makes me feel uncomfortable.
So, okay.
When you're younger in your 20s, who the fuck wants to get married and settle down?
Yeah.
Some people, but not me at that point.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to feel the thrill. I want to be getting my head bashed into the mattress. I want to be getting flipped upside down. And then I want to be getting ghosted the next day. I want to have my heart ripped out of my chest. And I want to do it all over again. And then some. And then when you get a little older, you're kind of like, I literally don't have time.
What is your type?
So, my original type is a little toxic, a little hood. Bruh. that was my original type. I liked the fast money, the fast lane, But now that I'm going into my more era, I want something more mellow, calm, family oriented. I have a son, so I don't want a hood figure. So
Now, is he someone that's your type?
He is. He looks like a gentleman. He doesn't look hood. My go back to type. He doesn't look toxic, you know, so yeah.
When the last time you dealt with a toxic guy?
It's been about 2 years.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't really believe it. I think it's still in there based off how you answering the question. It don't seem so sincere.
Nice guys do not always finish last. No, they don't, because I'm telling you right now, like the guy, my boyfriend right now.
He's a sweetheart. But what did you told me this recently. You were like, do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say, you said like, usually this is not who I go for.
No, it's not. It's not my type.
Right, but like.
Because of the nice guy thing, he's not my type. Also like.
But you're also 25.
Right.
So now you're mature enough to realize.
But I'm saying, so like, I'm ready to like settle down in my life type thing.
And that's normal. Like that, this is the transition. Now that you're at an age where you're like, okay, I actually want a husband, you're going to be looking for a nice guy.
But then you look at that situation, like, don't you want to be the nice guy? Like, don't you want to wait for that girl? Like, do you really want to be the douchebag that girls hook up with on her road to find the nice guy?
That's a good point. You're right.
Like, why not just be the nice guy and find that person?
Yeah.
And not have all the baggage behind you.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think nice guys finish last.
No. I think nice guys win at a certain time and at a certain age.
Yeah.
And I don't think that there's a set age on that. I don't think it's like 28 nice guys start. I think it takes the nice guy with the good foundation and then meeting a girl at that time who's like, I'm looking for certain qualities for the rest of my life. Also, I think a lot of fuckboys, so to speak, turn into really nice guys. They can. Like, I think anything can happen.
Yeah.
And I don't think good girls are hard to come by or nice guys finish last. I think it's like the perfect combination of timing, and then it can work.
Like they fought so hard to personalize decisions, because decisions being made for them amounted to oppression and things of that sort, and they'll turn around and blame everyone else but themselves for the decisions that they make. Pure madness.
Women chase those who don't chase them, and love those who don't care for them. They will abandon the good guys and go all out for those bad boys who barely have any serious intentions towards them, aside from playing fun with them. After they have been used, reused, overused, damaged, shattered, battered, broken, destroyed, acquired lots of body count, have taken more abortion pills than a balanced diet, and have been dumped by the bad boys, they will now want to fall back to the good guys. The only time the good guys become their spec is when the bad boys are no longer interested and reject them. When she's fresh, ripe, beautiful, less damaged and innocent, she will reject the good guy. The only time the good guy becomes an option is when she's now a single mum with a factory of babies. The only time she needs a real man is when all hope is lost. That moment when she's tired of playing bed-to-bed midfield, playing around, taking abortion pills, sucking community cocks, jumping from one hotel to the other. Now age is catching up with her, and she needs to retire. The good guys take the leftovers, while the bad boys eat her fresh. They will friend zone the good guys until they are tired of being a hoe, being passed around like toys by different men, and that may be after 12 years. At that moment, all that matters to her is fun, 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 until when she has been destroyed, then she seeks for the good man to save her. Kings never be that good and understanding man. If she rejects you in her prime, don't have anything to do with her in your prime.